My name's Nick.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Today we are having a free breakfast to reward all the people who have either cycled, bussed, walked or carpooled into work. First time that New Zealand has actually hosted World Environment Day, and the theme is reducing carbon emissions, and we thought a really neat way to do it would be to invite people to look at how they're getting into work today. Oh, it's been fantastic. We've had so much interest in this. It's been really, really good. We haven't got the numbers yet for busing or carpooling. We're not expecting huge numbers of people because you don't change habits overnight. But we know that a lot of people have really got on board with this. We really want to flag up to our community that we're taking our environment seriously. We're looking at how we can reduce our impact on the environment. What we as a community can do in terms of reducing carbon emissions. The council's very involved in a programme called Communities for Climate Protection, and this is really just about raising awareness in the community, thinking sustainably. There's a lot of heart out there saying, yeah, let's give it a go.
If we want more people to walk and cycle, we've got to make sure it's safe for them to do so. So this is all about being visible when you're walking and biking, be safe, be seen. So we've got free vests, free bands, free bike lights. Yeah, so really there's no excuse anymore.
The full kit.
The full kit.
So this is something you've been giving away to people who have been coming up and saying, we're bikers, we could do with the kit.
Many people biked here this morning, so it was self-evident that they were bikers because they had a helmet under their arm. Some people carpooled in and they've told us that they're biking, so they've obviously been supplied with this stuff as well. So yeah, the more people we can get on bikes out there all year round, the better.
And what else is happening out there for cyclists in Nelson? Because I see there's cycle lanes in the city and in the outskirts of the city too.
It's a really exciting time actually. We've got the new Artify, the link to the north of the city, nearly complete. It's just I think end of June going to be finished. And already people are using the bits that are finished a lot. So we always suspected there was what we call suppressed demand out in Artify for people who would like to bike to work but it was too dangerous. And I think we'll see a huge uptake of the use of that. So that's really exciting. And we've got ongoing stuff around the city. We're upgrading Collingwood Street very soon, and that'll have things like advanced stop boxes at the traffic lights for cyclists. So it's ongoing. We have a regular meeting where if cyclists have a problem in a certain area, they can let me know at the council, and it might be something like taking staples out of a walkway, or where there's shrubbery that's impeding the clear sight lines, little operational issues. They just need to let us know, because we need eyes and ears out there, and we can make it safer for cyclists if they pick up the phone or do the fixogram on the web at the council. And we want to make it safe and enjoyable and pleasant and all those things. Yeah.
Ed Howard, I set up the peak oil study group here 4 or more years ago, which has become ASPO Nelson. That's the Association for the Study of Peak Oil Gas. And one of the best initiatives as a response to the coming big changes globally is the Transition Town movement. And so we're just in the process of launching Transition Nelson. And this has been kicked off today, World Environment Day, with our display here today. And also we're showing the power of community tonight at the Baptist Church in Bridge Street, starting at 8 o'clock, which is a pretty powerful little film about how Cuba dealt with their peak oil crisis in the 1990s. And we'll be following that with a little PowerPoint presentation and a question and answer discussion time, so people can find out about what Transition Nelson's about.
Fantastic. So there's a lot happening on World Environment Day.
Yes.
And
it's about time. This is the future. I can carry 200 kilos on this bike. It's electric assist, and this is what is known as a utility transport bike. It's purpose built now for basically going what we call car light. Mm-hmm. I still have a car, but I only get to drive it once every maybe couple of months. My wife uses it a bit more than that, but as much as possible around town and out as far as Stoke Richmond, I have an ability to transport. And weather is not really a problem because I have a set of Gore-Tex wet weather gear, and with disc brakes on this I can stop even in the rain.
So, I mean, it looks like quite the vehicle. How easy is it to actually use?
It's as a long bike. Once you get used to it, unless you're in a really tight situation, you don't really notice the fact that you're riding anything other than a bike with a bit of gear on the back. Because it's got a very low centre of gravity, you don't notice the weight as much as you would if you had a whole lot of weight up on a carrier or a pack on your back. Also, I got front panniers as well, and I find when that's all fully weighted and I've got the front panniers on and they're full of gear, that it really stabilises the ski. The biggest thing we need to do is to recognise, this is my impression, is that peak oil, climate change, mass extinction and human overpopulation are all symptoms of a culture in crisis, and what we need to do is really change the way that we live on the planet, and based on ecological reality, because if we don't live in balance with the environment, there will be no environment and therefore there will be none of us. It's that simple. We either need to live in balance or go away, do something else somewhere else. It's that simple. There's nothing like finding a...
I am Nelson Green's secretary, working here in Nelson, and very pleased to be here, having a link with today, with Community Link, with these fantastic activities that are happening for World Environment Day, and also it's Matariki, the beginning of Māori New Year. The Greens have been here today handing out Matariki calendars from our Māori MP, Matiria Ture, and the Green Party. And we've been at the opening of the new bridge, the Normanby Bridge, which our Mayor has also told us is going to have another name as well alongside it, Arapuna, Pathway of the Eels. Matiria will be coming in about a month to Nelson to give a speech about eels as part of her eel tour as well. And we really, within the Greens, like to link up with days like this. It's really important, and it is just so heartwarming to see the message of sustainability coming through at a community level and linking up with groups like this, the Transition Towns program that's happening today, and seeing our council coming on board with less cars, less carbon. Fantastic. Way to go.
My name's Sam McEachern. I work for the Health Board. I'm a district nurse effectively, and I use my bike to visit people in their homes. The bike itself is about 30-year-old. It's an early production recumbent called a Rebel. Nothing flash about it. All the components are off either a BMX or a mountain bike. The special bit is the front fairing, which comes from Germany, which was hideously expensive. And the bike itself is $100. And I've spent $120 on it. And I love it. You're looking where you're going, where on a normal bike you're actually looking at the ground most of the time. So you get to see what's happening. So by and large your day out is far more enjoyable. That aside, because of especially because of the big fairing thing, it keeps the wind and the cold off you. You don't get sore wrists, you don't get a sore bum, you don't get a sore neck. And it's just more fun. It's a nice way to travel. They brake good, they accelerate good. It's just much more fun.
How often do you use this?
Every day, all year round, day and night. The history of the actual recumbent was that about 100 years ago somebody turned up in Paris and broke a record that stood for 20 years, and they were told to leave because it was ungentlemanly. So to this day, if I turn up in this at a race, I won't get a placing. You cannot compete in these because they're faster.
Right.
So we've actually banned a machine that's faster, more comfortable, for reasons of I don't know, politics.
So on a personal level, this is more energy efficient as well.
Yeah, I would say so. If I was racing against myself in an upright, I would be faster than this. My friends who we stay together in uprights, on this I leave them for dead. It's quicker. I do generally between about 20 and 40k a day. Likes of this will climb. I've got Russell Street in this, or Britannia Heights, Paradise Road. So it'll climb any hill you'll do in an upright. You might not do it as fast because you can't get out the seat, but it's far more comfortable. But it's basically a car. It carries lights. It's got a horn and large. The cars don't know what you are, so they cut you a bit more slack because they can't see your feet going round. I'll give you a demonstration if you want.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'll hopefully not fall. This is my greatest trick.
All right.
Do you ever do uncomfortable like this? So like low value little gifts? Alright.
You go quite slow as well. You do low speed stuff. Cycling is really good fun, and a lot of adults have forgotten that.
Wise words. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.